Okay.
All right, now I've hit record. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the S Bros Podcast.
Hello.
I'm Armando,
This is Aaron.
and today we're going over episode 4 of
Episode
Avatar:
4.
The Last Airbender
What was that episode
live
titled?
action. We watch it for the people who don't want to watch it.
That
You
is
know.
a good perspective. Makes me feel like I'm actually doing something productive by watching this.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me pull them up because
That episode was titled Into the Dark.
I'm going to give a shout out to a guy who commented on a video that I had up. I just don't remember what he commented on. Well, I'm not going to be able to look him up.
Interact with the...
I interacted with a subscriber today.
That's awesome,
or a
dude.
follower.
That's
and,
awesome.
He said that he just couldn't bring himself to watch it right now. So, all right, dude.
I understand.
You don't
totally
you
understand.
don't have to watch it. We will. We'll lay that down. We'll lay down in the firing line for you.
There's a lot about this episode that I... Okay, so if
Hold on. We'll get into what this episode 4, titled "Into the Dark."
Yes.
There's a few key parts of this episode. We get a battle with Boomy
Yes, we do.
included in this episode.
Yes, we do.
In the animated series, is that what happens? Is that all part of the same episode? The battle and trials with Boomy and them going into the tunnels? Is that all part of the same episode?
No.
Okay, so that's that. So those two events are not part of the same episode.
No.
Why did that take so long for you to answer?
Because I was trying to remember off the top of my head, to be honest.
Good. You got to keep these people who say they're fans on their toes.
To be honest, I needed to... I should have brushed up a little bit on the animated series before going into this.
It would have been smart, dude.
Would have been smart. But I don't know. Maybe it would have
You're
made
the
me
resident
more angry.
expert.
Resident expert, just because I have the most experience on hand.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly why. Yes, that is the definition of what makes you the resident expert.
I go into this already accepting that it is a different thing, that it's telling a different story or a different journey of this. Yes, it has the same... it's got the same skin on it, the same packaging, the same wrapping on there. Everybody's got the same names. They've got the same locations. The story beats are the same. But the things that happen in the show are... What's the best way to put it? They're shallow. They're hollow. When the characters are going through story beats, it's almost like they're just entering the room, saying lines, and then moving on. It's
clearly there's times where they are filming scenes where they're not all in the same place.
Correct. I mean, even not just that, but not like, I mean, Aang and Sokka. I'm talking like...
That's not what I was talking about either. I'm saying like there's clearly scenes that are shot where they're all talking together, but they're not all in the same shot. So that clearly shows they're not even all in the same room when it's being filmed.
Yeah. I mean, unless they're out in the forest. There's some scenes out in the forest. They're probably just standing behind a camera.
That's not how
they're getting that angle.
That's not how that would be shot.
While they're getting that angle. I don't know. I've never looked into a director's schedule. What he has to do.
I'll tell you, that wouldn't have been how that would be done. That wouldn't be how that would be done. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, I definitely appreciated the aspect of getting to see that Boomy was angry at Aang, that he kind of blamed him a little bit for what was happening. I didn't agree that is how that character needed to be represented, but I understood the reasons that they gave. There's a definite difference in the journey that we're taking on this Netflix show than what the animated show goes on, and so you have to just kind of separate yourself from that. I mean, I've seen the animated show like 13, 14 times, so I know there are people who have seen it a bunch more than that, but having seen it that many times, there are certain aspects of different perspectives that I can appreciate from an analytical point of view. Getting to see and I almost talk about it every episode, but getting to see the Airbenders fight in the Fire Nation in the beginning of the first episode was really cool. That was something you didn't get to see. But I didn't like a lot of the trials. I didn't like the small little throwaway toss towards rock candy. However, the actor of Boomy is my second favorite actor of this entire show.
Yeah, I can give it to that too. And then also, I'm gonna just have to respectfully disagree.
He had a
when my brother said that the fight between the Airbenders and the Firebenders was really cool. I don't know if I would call it cool, but it was definitely watchable.
I'm not saying the action scenes in it were really cool. I'm saying getting that. Well, besides with Gyatso defending those kids, that was a pretty cool, like, you know, he wasn't defenseless. Mm-hmm. So I appreciated that aspect of it.
Yeah, that's cool. The next part that I want to ask you, is we got a little bit of a glimpse into Iroh. We got a little bit of a glimpse into the story of why he's called the Dragon of the West. We hear a little bit about the siege of Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, 600 days.
Mm-hmm. And we hear about how intense that siege was. And we'll just talk about that first part. And this is my real first question to you. Is can we ever truly forgive Iroh for the atrocities that he undoubtedly committed on a 600-day siege?
I will definitely go out on a limb for Iroh and make claims that he didn't commit war crimes during that siege. To him, it was a strategic battle. They were at war. It's not like he was burning down women and children. That I do not believe that was something that he did. I know that in real life, war can get ugly, but I do not believe that in this fictional world created that went to that length.
I don't know, dude. I want somebody to get burned alive in this show.
But I don't think Iroh broke in a house and committed war crimes.
I don't know, dude. We'll see. What only snapped him out of it was the fact that his son died. I don't know. I've always that never sat well with me. A 600-day siege, dude. And then now Iroh's everybody's favorite character.
To the walls of... Well, in this one... Hell, were they... Oh, no. Yeah. It was Ba Sing Se. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, there was an attack coming to Omashu, which... Yeah, Omashu was fine. I liked the little animation of the story of Oma and Shu. Mm-hmm. I don't really care that they were made to be a queer couple. I don't care. They were both girls.
I didn't even realize that, dude.
That was not something I really
just thought it was
bothered by.
Thought it was a dude with long hair.
No. To be honest, I was kind of looking out for it. I was waiting to see if they would both refer to them as she.
Interesting.
And they did.
And so in the original animated story,
it's a boy and a girl.
Okay, gotcha. Damn, why did they do that, dude? They're always ruining everything. The show was amazing before I knew that.
When will they stop?
What else will they not pollute?
Okay, power up. What about my new toys?
No, I didn't really care. None of that stuff, like when it's blatantly obvious, it bothers me.
Yeah,
just because
20-second cartoon clip that it is.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I didn't care. Way to go, Oma.
I didn't even notice it. So,
but I didn't.
There was no scissoring.
Even though I like the hippies in the animated show, I felt that they were again just shallow. We were just seeing things instead of the world being lived in. Mm-hmm. Everything the Badgermoles looked more like bears.
We're going in there. We never even got past Iroh. First off,
Iroh.
We moved right on to their journey in there. We hear a little bit about Lu Ten, about him dying. Do we ever get any closure on how he ends up getting killed? Is there any
Is the secret tunnel in episode 5?
I don't think we've. No. You know why? How I know this for sure?
Why?
Is because I put into this nice little search engine, episode 4, Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, key points into the dark. We get Iroh's story. We get Boomy and Aang's childhood. We get Sokka and Katara's dilemma. And we get the Earthbender's tragic past. That's all in this episode. They put everything in this episode.
Earthbender's tragic past.
It feels like a lot of crap they threw in an episode because it is a lot of crap.
Dude, they've been doing that.
Yeah.
They've been doing that.
There's a lot of shit in here. It's kind of amazing. So, yeah. So we hear a little bit about that. We get a little glimpse into how we didn't get to see any of the dramatic pull points of Zuko being told that he can't come back until he's found the Avatar who's been missing for 100 years.
Yeah, it definitely in this Netflix adaptation, it doesn't feel as heavy or as permanent or even just as serious as everything felt in the animated show.
And it never will.
I know one.
But something I will say, as the person who originally started off and still does feel this way about it, having certain issues with this show that you and I did not agree on, I have to say that some of the acting has gotten slightly better.
It has.
I have to say that. They have started to become a little bit better in these episodes.
I don't like
perfect.
I don't like Katara.
I don't like her either. I've realized that I feel she brings the show down. What they should have done is just kept everybody's names the same, but we should have made Sokka the waterbender and then just gotten rid of Katara.
If we're changing everything, might as well
just get rid of Katara.
Oh, that's funny. No, it has nothing to do.
That would be the ultimate sexist.
It has nothing to do with her
move.
acting. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe her forms.
Yeah, no.
I don't buy her acting that much.
She hasn't made me like the water bending aspect of it at all.
No, and I didn't. Yeah.
I don't like that all she does is that whip thing that takes like 10 seconds to be able to perform.
We don't get to see enough of them practicing.
No.
We don't get enough filler episodes. Who knew that the Great Divide would be so important?
That's the big thing. They're jamming a bunch of this stuff into a couple of episodes, which I get they have to, I guess. But I mean, this was episode 4.
Yeah.
And we've already gone through, I mean, this is like a quarter of, like how much of the book would we have gone through at this point? I mean, how much of the animated series would we have gone through at this point?
They've skipped over so much.
Mm-hmm.
They've skipped over so much.
It's okay.
Let's see. Let me pull up the episode list for book 1, and we will see.
All right. So we've gone over the secret tunnel of the lesbians. We've gone. You know what? The hippies. I liked it. How did he say that?
What do you mean?
It was how he said something at the fire when Sokka was shaking the maraca. He said it was like that was everything about, or what was it?
Everything about that was all kinds of right.
Something like that, where it's just like the perfect way a hippie would like. It was just really, really good. But again, they didn't follow them through the tunnel. They never was. The song they sang of Secret Tunnel was nothing.
Dude, it was just it was shallow. It's just the bare bones of it. It's just the dangling of keys.
Well, I mean, they're gonna give the fan service call out. This stuff should be like on like Disney Kids or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't like how
it's more meant for that.
I didn't like the challenges of Boomy. I didn't like what he put Aang through.
They weren't really anything crazy.
No, and there weren't even riddles or questions he had to really figure out. When he guessed that it was Boomy, it was just kind of. It didn't feel earned. I mean,
no.
There were in the animated show. There's a long time where Aang is going through these challenges, not knowing that it is Boomy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I agree. They
and we didn't even get to see Flopsy.
Nope, no Flopsy, dude.
Dude,
no
just
Flopsy.
Statues of Flopsy.
Get out of here, Flopsy. Sorry.
No mention of Flopsy.
None.
What the hell?
Yep.
What the hell?
Not even a shout out to Flopsy. Just we got rock candy.
We got rock candy barely.
I do like the actor who plays.
He had a very
Boomy.
Grinch personality though.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how they did the earth bending anyway.
No.
So,
No.
again, it wasn't going to be solid. If you want Avatar The Last Airbender, I'd recommend maybe go seeing the animated show instead.
I would definitely recommend seeing that.
But if you're really trying to just get a little extra content and a little extra of that Avatar lore,
because you literally have to just forget about whole scenes just so you can get a little bit of extra details here and there. It's not necessarily worth it.
But you can just listen to us.
Yeah.
Or you can just listen to us.
Listen to us because
we have a resident expert.
And I'm putting myself through this for you.
And I'm the guy who battles him. It's like he's a flat earther and I'm somebody telling him about like the globe.
That's not at all.
That's basically what this is that we have.
That's not
here.
at all.
That's basically
not
what we have here. Aaron thinks nonsense about Avatar.
The animated show's perfect. What are you talking about? Just because I'm able to look at it on a 3D level and your 2D ass is staying the same.
I'm a stick figure guy, dude. I'm a stick figure guy. Okay, so we had...
What other questions do you have about this episode? I do like...
How did you feel about the badger moles?
Nah, they just look like bears. They just look like bears.
I don't remember them being that aggressive in the animated series.
They were intimidating, but not aggressive. See, like scenes like that, you don't need 15 seconds of them running from a badger mole. Just have it burst into the room.
Yes.
Cut them off at where it is.
Yes.
Because then you're wasting time on all that instead of doing literally anything else. Mm-hmm. With Iroh, I don't necessarily... It felt weird whenever that guard was talking to him. It was like they were the only two around.
Yes. Instead
of it being like a caravan of transporting this one dangerous prisoner that they're taking seriously.
Yep.
So I did notice that. The Pai Sho tile that he left definitely should have just been his flip-flop.
Yeah, that was hilarious. This giant white chip just in the middle of the forest. Yeah, it was just interesting.
So, also definitely should have been shirtless.
Yeah.
Definitely should have been shirtless.
I don't think we're going to be getting that scene from this guy. I don't think that's in our cards.
Why? They've sexualized every other man so far.
They're not going to do that to Iroh, especially not this guy. They're not going to have the scenes. What are they going to do? Make him get like Thor ripped? Be like, that'll not happen.
That would be really cool, though.
That would never happen.
That'd be really cool, though.
Yeah, it would be, but that would never happen with this actor.
No.
So in your mind, in the animated series, where are we in comparison? They've obviously shoved some episodes into one. Where are we in comparison to the animated series?
We are episode 4 or 5. I believe we are around... Yeah.
So it's lining up pretty well.
So get this. In the animated show, I'm just going to tell you everything that still has to happen before the end of the book. In the animated show. So Katara still has to fall in love with the Earthbender. They have to get imprisoned, and then she, corrals everybody to stand up for themselves. In the M. Night Shyamalan movie, that was with the guys who did the synchronized dance to make one rock float. That scene. So that's a whole episode. We still have that moment to get through.
I don't think they're even going to touch that scene, to be honest
Not at
with
all.
you. I think they're just going to move a little bit.
When they go to Roku's temple, the winter solstice, the waterbending scroll with the pirates. They mentioned the pirates already, and Katara got the waterbending scroll from her grandma. So they're not even going to talk. They're not even going to bring us the pirates.
Nope.
They've already introduced Jet. Jet is in episode 10 of the animated show. Can't wait for him to die. The Great Divide isn't even until episode 11.
That probably won't happen either.
No. They already mentioned the desert guide and the sand crawlers.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, when...
What do you
mean?
All right.
Yeah, so episode 11 of the animated show, The Great Divide. Then episode 12 was kind of just it's called The Storm, where Sokka gets hired by that fisherman and he gets caught in the storm, and Aang confronts kind of his past about him running away in the first place. It's a very important episode for Aang processing his trauma.
Okay, we're probably not going to get that.
After that episode is the Blue Spirit. So that's when Aang is trying to get the frozen frogs to his friends because they're sick and they have to suck on these frozen frogs in order to get better. But he gets captured, and
Wild
Zuko
episode, yeah.
has to break him out, and so
Yeah.
he's the mask, the Blue Spirit. Blah, blah, blah.
Which that I'm pretty sure is teased.
Episode 6.
I'm pretty sure that's teased as the thumbnail of the next episode.
It's episode 6.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is whatever episode 5 is. Anyways, the fortune teller is episode 14. That's the one where Katara is constantly talking to the fortune teller lady, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna fall in love with a very powerful bender." And then the volcano erupts on the island. And,
That's right.
And Aang is
Avatar
like,
state.
Aang is fighting a volcano, which is extremely cool because that's what Roku does. And then Sokka's like, "Wow, he's one powerful bender." And then that's when Katara's like, "Oh my god, I'm a woman now."
And her loins are heated. Yeah.
Episode 15 is with Bato. Episode 16 is the deserter. The lesson that Aang learns in that episode is extremely important, and it is about the importance of the cycle of the Avatar and the balance of not messing with that cycle. So in episode 16 of the anime show, that's when he tries to learn firebending from Zhong Zhong. And he burns Katara.
Yeah.
And then she learns how to heal. We're never going to get that in this.
We might.
We might, maybe. I don't know.
You have no idea, dude. We're not even close to that.
Episode 17, okay?
Wait, so season 1, book 1 is going to be
Season 1
8 episodes. That's it, right?
of this live action shit, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay.
So episode 17 of the animated show is the Northern Air Temple, where Teo and his father are at the Northern Air Temple, and that's where Aang finds them, and the inventor guy,
Yeah.
the one who helps out the Fire Nation.
Yes.
That's episode 17. And then 18 and 19 and 20 is when they're at the North Pole, and Zhao comes to
That's right.
mess
Okay.
everyone up.
Okay.
So all of that happens in
This book 1.
book 1 of the animated show, and they have just picked and prodded and taken and just tossed out and switched things around. It's like they put all these ideas in a box and then just shook the box.
Well, the episodes that are in the animated series, book 1 has 16 episodes or whatever you're just saying.
20.
20? Yeah. We're only getting 8.
We're only getting 8.
So unless this is just part 1 of season 1.
No,
Yeah. So
No.
then if this is supposed to wrap up a whole book,
it is.
they're going to be jamming some stuff together.
And I definitely think that's... Why did they only give them 8 episodes?
Because, dude, it's just a turn and burn
They gave
show.
them
Like,
$15 million per episode. I know that seems like a lot of money, but for a show like this, why they wouldn't actually take it seriously in order to have some prolonged profits, I don't know. Maybe that's a stupid idea.
it depends on like when all this show was like shot and filmed and everything. If it's kind of
True.
part of that, if it's kind of the like pump and dump era of, they're not superheroes obviously,
No.
but like powers kind of movies.
Yeah.
Then this is just kind of part of that dying breed. We're gonna get the adult, the animated series, the adult version of these
Yeah.
guys. That's going to show how. I mean, we're gonna get that in contrast, and so it's
I
gonna
heard
be like,
a lot of the original storyboard artists are going to be coming back for that
yeah,
too.
like it's going to blow this show out of the water. It'll be like, oh, this is original content, and we could have had this the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was only just a matter of resources for those guys.
100%, dude, 100%. Well, I don't have any more questions. We're at minute 25 now. So,
Okay.
do you have any questions for me?
I liked Boomy a lot.
That wasn't a question for me, but I'm glad
Did
I got
you?
another part about your opinion. I
Did
like
you?
Boomy a lot too, dude.
Good, dude. I don't have any questions for
You
you.
don't have any questions for me, dude? You don't?
No, you don't know shit about the show.
I know how I feel about this show. I know how I feel about this show. And
Because I know recently you went through the animated show, but like you were probably on your phone, you were probably passing out.
no, dude,
You probably weren't taking it seriously. You were finding yourself at the bottom of a bottle. Like I understand.
I mean, yeah, I was definitely
understand.
drinking while I was watching it for sure.
So you definitely have forgotten a lot.
I am the Avatar. Yeah. No, I don't remember all the little nonsense episodes. Obviously, there was lessons that were learned there.
Nonsense episodes?
Yeah, there's some episodes in there that are kind of like, we don't need the Great Divide.
That one's super important.
No, it's not, dude.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I know it's not. I know it's not. The other episode that's not important in any way, shape, or form is the one in book 3 when Aang is exhausted. But he keeps dreaming that he forgot his pants to fight the Fire Lord. Mm-hmm. I hate that episode.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be good at all. And at least in this show, I don't think we needed the Boomy episode either. In the animated series, I guess it's cool to see, but did we really need that episode as a progression of Aang's character?
I believe so. I think they need every little story beat that they can get. They're just not doing it in the right way. Because I don't believe that this Aang is actually learning lessons. I don't believe that he already would have done everything in his power to stop wrong from happening. This one seems a little insecure. We haven't even seen him once try waterbending.
I don't catch insecure. I catch not a talented actor. That's what I catch. I catch just not a talented actor.
Looking at it from inside the lens.
This is what we should have had. Now knowing what we know, the actor for Sokka can stay, but he's a waterbender because we get rid of Katara. This isn't my perfect live action show.
Perfect live action show.
Aang is Daniel Day-Lewis.
What?
And yeah, the guy who played Abraham Lincoln in There Will Be Blood. He's him. Best actor I can think of playing Aang. Aang's a little bit older though. Instead, he's actually 100 years old and looks it. And he's actually just been in a prison for 100 years.
Okay.
And him and this waterbending sexist Sokka, who, by the way, if we get rid of the female part of that duo, is the true sexist part of it, which makes Sokka the ultimate. That would be the ultimate true homage to Sokka. If we're changing stuff, dude, that's what we change.
Okay.
We give the proper homage to sexist Sokka and get rid of the female part and make him absorb her part.
So he's got two personalities?
No, he's just a waterbender.
He's just a waterbender.
Jet is, and all the parts where Katara falls in love with a man, we make those part women. And instead of them being badass freedom fighters, they're just dim-witted.
To really bring back the spirit.
Yeah.
That they robbed us of.
Yeah, where they're just like dim-witted, like street shoppers or something like that, dude. They're not really anything. Sokka's just like, I'm getting different hosts and different area codes now. We're going through this.
Okay.
And that's the show we should have gotten.
And who would you have for Zuko? Perfect cast. Who's Zuko?
If I really had to put my finger on it, I would make... who's a really good bad guy?
Jesse Eisenberg?
No, he's a terrible bad guy. Yeah, he's terrible. Who would I have as a good bad guy? I hadn't thought about that. Oh, you know what? What's the name of the dude who plays Voldemort?
Ralph Fiennes?
Yeah, we'll do Ralph Fiennes because nothing's come out about him yet. So Ralph Fiennes still gets my support. He's a good bad guy.
Okay, Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes versus
and then
Daniel Day-Lewis. Iroh can stay the same. I didn't really think those guys needed to change. To be honest with you,
Iroh?
We could keep Zuko and Iroh the same.
Okay.
Really, it's just about changing Aang and Katara, and then I think we've got a good show.
And May.
Yeah, May.
I don't
like any of those.
I
girls.
don't care if she's a good actor. Great. Go be a good actor somewhere else. For the character you are portraying, you are the thing of nightmares.
I don't think Any of them are good actors.
Well, I don't care. They don't have any lines in this, so it's not like we get to see any of that anyways.
Yeah, they don't do anything. I don't even know what they are supposed to be like doing. They're just standing around. There's been no acrobats shown. There's been no precision with those, shuriken things that she throws.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing. So we don't even know what they do. They're just standing there. They're not embodying the characters at all. They're just standing there in costume saying lines. So, yeah, I don't know.
I like how May gets introduced in the cartoon more than this. They were both just kind of there. I don't like Azula.
I don't either. Azula is not a good character for that either. And I haven't seen enough with Ozai, so we'll see. I like him as an actor in general. I liked him in the new Hellboy. He was a guy who transformed into a cheetah.
Did you know that he was a character in the animated show?
Who?
When the gang...
Cabbage Salesman?
No. When the gang first gets to Ba Sing Se, and that Earthbender general tries to get Aang to go into the Avatar state.
Oh, okay.
That's this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Also, this is a little quiz for you. The actor of Commander Zhao in this Netflix show, he was in X3, The Last Stand. Do you know who he was?
I don't.
He was a mutant.
Because in my head, I only have him, and this might not even be the same guy now that I'm thinking about it, but I think he's the bad guy in Rush Hour also.
I think so too.
He is, right? Am I mistaken about that? Yeah.
Let me see.
He's the bad guy in Rush Hour, and I can't think of what mutiny is in X-Men The Last Stand.
You can't?
Is it very clearly him?
Yeah, he doesn't have a mask or anything. Which Rush Hour?
Oh, he's the guy who has the spikes on him and stuff. Yeah, that's right. That he has this.
Which Rush Hour?
The first one. I believe he's in the first Rush Hour.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
yes,
he's the bad guy in there. That's right.
Dude, what a
crazy career.
Great career this man has had.
He gets to be Commander Zhao. He's going to get, I guess, killed by a water demon spirit thing.
Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. If they do it correctly.
We'll get to see some really... Well, hopefully. But they're not going to do it correctly, so we're all going to be really sad and disappointed and probably watch the animated series.
Dude was also in Saw and Red Dragon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he was. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
He's also in AI.
I don't know.
The 2001... I think Robin Williams is in that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Never even heard of it.
What an interesting career that man has had.
Who? The Chinese?
Commander
the
Zhao.
Asian guy?
Commander Zhao.
I don't know if he's Chinese. He could be anything.
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
He can be whatever
Korean,
he wants to be, dude.
What? Japanese. Yeah.
Screenshot.
Oh, dude, you got people screenshotting your stuff? Dude, you're blowing up, man. You know, Average Gaming Association just got 100 subscribers, so on YouTube. He's outside. I think that's what they're saying. We're at minute 33, dude.
We're at minute 33. Okay, you can cut it off.
We're gonna cut it
real
off.
quick, plugging my own stuff.
Plug your stuff. Where can the audience reach you, dude?
Dude, Average Gaming Association passed 100 subscribers, and so I did a little voice reveal video. That's up now on YouTube. Definitely go check it out. Subscribe. Hit that like button for this channel. Mm-hmm. It's awesome stuff.
It's free.
We're getting into some good stuff. It's nice. I enjoy what we do.
I do too. This is fun. Alrighty, guys. We'll see you later.
Later.
Bye.
Water. Earth. Fire. Air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.